Guru. Today's task, I have 50 feet of twin 12 gauge wire here. I have 100 feet of twin 12 gauge wire here. The end has popped off this reel, which is not very helpful. I have 10 feet of cable wrap here, and I want to put one length of this and two lengths of this in the cable wrap, and that is going to go underneath my school bus to provide power to my machinery lab. I do have more cable wrap. The entire length, I'm probably going to put about 30-40 feet because I'm not sure how much I'll be using. We'll see. Well, the first thing that happened there was that cable with the end popped off, gave me a nice tangle to untangle. So I'm going to get on with that for a few minutes. Now the yellow and black reel seems to be behaving itself. The red reel did not. So my next thing, I have taped these two pieces together, and I will try to do this one-handed while I film with the other hand. Not very helpful. What the heck? What on earth? I bought this reel of 1/2 inch cable wrap, and it seems to have a reel of 1/4 inch inside it. Huh, interesting. I'll have to pull that out, and then I can work on the rest. So just a second. My mistake. It's 10 foot of 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So there's 3/8 inside the 1/2 inch. Of course, I was only looking for the 1/2 inch. I didn't even notice that I had an extra 3/8 then. Oh, that's useful. I can use that for something. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this cable wrap onto the cables. Now, it's very much undersized because oversized, because I'm going to put a second layer of the second length of this yellow and black cable in, but I want to get at least 50 feet of this done so that I can feed the other end back, and that way when I cut the black and yellow cable, I'll be cutting only the bit that I'll just have one piece cut off rather than, I'll just save cable. It's quite a, and you're not seeing this, are you? There we go. I'm trying to do this in front of me so that I can see it, and of course the camera is off to the other side, so you can't see it, which is not really very helpful. So anyway, you see how I'm doing it, and I'll continue doing that for the next 50 feet. But how are you going to get 50 feet of cable wrapped when you've only got a 10 foot of cable wrap, 10 foot length of cable wrap? Well, I'm afraid the answer is pretty simple. I have multiple lengths of cable wrap. Different suppliers, of course, because I had to go on. I bought every length of cable wrap that Lowe's had, and then I had to go to Home Depot. And what I'm doing now, finding the end. There we go. There we are. And I keep on very much as I was before, gently feeding the cable in, and I'll keep on doing that and repeating, rinse and repeat. Now that is about 30 feet of wrapped cable, which took me quite a little while. I am not cutting the cables. I do have to put an extra twin cable in there, which is going to be the other end of this cable. I want to unwrap this and make one cut to get the ideal length of cable, which means I'm going to have to unwrap this and then start feeding it from the other end, so that I have one length of cable, because I don't want to cut this cable more than I absolutely have to. Both of these cables, the red one and the yellow one, are aluminium wire coated with copper, so that means I cannot solder them. So I cannot do a join in the middle by soldering the wires. I would have to use a crimp connector, and I would much rather not do that with something that's going to be carrying 5 to 10 amps. So I think it'd probably be about 5 amps max, but I'm going to say 10 just because. But say 5 amps max. I just don't want to give myself the problem. And this is cheap wire. It's Amazon wire. It's probably Chinese. Oh yes, what did I say? I said Chinese. Made in China. What a surprise. And Amazon is basically Chinazon, just like Walmart is China Mart. So anyway, that's what I've been getting up to today.